They'll be calling you a radical. Kevin Blanch, back to Fukushima, back to the Post-Ignorance Project, back to where we're headed next, Carlsbad, on Monday, this Onofre hearing. This is going to be an open letter to the NRC. This video is going to be an open letter to the NRC. First off, the NRC, Nuclear Regulatory Committee, not nuclear rallying cheerleaders. So here we're going to go. So first up, Carlsbad, the 27th. Now, the Post-Ignorance Project's going to be there in force. Lonnie's going to come too. She's going to come out of the what you want us to talk strong, passionate, articulate, strong. No cordial conversations with us. We don't believe in cordial conversation. We believe in passionate, intense arguments get resolved. We want the truth. We're not playing softball. We're not playing softball. We're going to be ready. And just like when I showed up there on 212 and they followed me around, there's plenty of people that could testify to this. They kicked me out before I even get a chance to speak. That's okay. That's okay. We'll be there in Carlsbad. We'll have our Wheel of Misfortune out front. Our group, the NRC, then off to the Million Masked Man March in Washington, D.C. because we're about the truth. Simply, these issues are the exact same issues. You want to lock up Bradley Manning? You want to lock up Jeremy Hammond? You want to lock up Megan Rice? You want to lock up Greg and Michael? By the way, last year when I was at the Million Masked Man March on a Sunday morning, I walked to the Dorothy Day house. I was there. I went there. That's where Greg and Michael came from, and they weren't home, and I could hear the bells from the church, and I walked over and went to church with them. You know, the people that are living in the house today. You know, out in the street, that's where we'll meet. Now, this is to the NRC, the Nuclear Regulatory Committee. First and foremost, hello, you work for us. Us. That is where we've lost track in this country. We've completely lost track in this country simply. These government agencies are for the tax there. They work for us. This is not the Department of Agriculture, which is turned into the Department of Monsanto. The Department of the Treasury, which is turned into the Department of Goldman Sachs. The Department of Energy, which is turned in the Department of Cancer, we want to kill you, the Department of General Electric, Westinghouse, the Nuclear Regulatory Committee, the Nuclear Rallying Cheerleaders. Listen, I want to say this directly to Allison McFarland, directly to all of them, the board. I want you to ask you this. Number one, first I'm going to address this issue, that you turned all these nuclear ticking time bombs into nuclear waste dumps illegally. You are not Congress. You are not the executive branch. You are not the judicial branch. You are not the legislative branch. We still have a Constitution. Patriot Act. My ass. Oh no. Oh no. You're not playing this with us. And I want to ask every one of you, you're passive-aggressive killers. Here's San Onofre sitting on the edge of that cliff. By the way, on maybe the most beautiful piece of landscape on the face of this beautiful earth. Yeah, let's build one there. The conversations that you tell me, I remember as a little boy, 8, 9 years old, going with my dad. Yeah, the Special Forces Marine at Pendleton. Right there where it's at. Going with my dad. And you guys giving him the same dog and pony bullshit then. Oh, we're right on the verge of re-victification. No, you're not. No, you're not. Yucca Mountain. Oh, Allison, she wrote a book, so there's an ancient freaking aquifer under there, so don't build it. No, it's all because of Harry Reid. Harry Reid, and I understand they don't want it. They sure sucked up all that money. Nevada sure sucked up all that money building it. They love, bring on the money. That's the way pork works in this country. It's outrageous. Lobbyists. Freaking, I mean, they get to all of you. Because none of you have any conscience. None of you have any soul. We've sold out in this country. Lock, stock, barrel. Everybody is sold out. And it's the same thing you've done with the Fed. It's the same thing you've done with the economy. Kick the can, kick the can. 0% interest rate for 15 years? Are you kidding me? No, that's how you play. That's how the baby boomer and the echo boomer play. They're like overgrown children. And they talk, oh, don't raise your voice. First one to raise your voice loses. It's outrageous. We can't have a normal conversation, an intelligent, passionate conversation with you people because you're bought, lock, stock, barrel, because none of you have any integrity. None of you. We're just going to kick the can, kick the can. Now we suck all the equity out from our parents economically. Now we're just dumping this on the backs of our children. So here's what I want to tell you. Every one of you that work for the NRC, every one of you. Barbara Boxer's office, she is the Senate Committee Chair. Congress Committee Chair. She requests documentation from you and you will refuse? Who do you people think you are? Look, you're an appointed board. You have no judicial power. You have no legislative power. You have no executive power. None. Zero. You want to squash my First Amendment rights? Oh, no. You want to give me cancer? My father died of leukemia. Marched into the trenches in Nevada. Human guinea pig like a lab rat. I have the documentation. 40,000 of them. Killed him. All died. I've got right from. They still have his tonsils at Berkeley. Teller made the decision at Livermore, Lawrence. What a creep that dude was. I mean, it's so outright paranoid, schizophrenic, mentally ill. Lawrence and Teller. Sickos. Sickos. The Eugene McCarthy freaking thesis goes on. Pay the Dragon Slayer. I want to ask every one of you, the NRC, one simple thing. Number one, that is illegal, and we are here, we're showing up, and we're going to record it. The post-ignorance army is showing up. And we are going to record in history. This is epic times in history. They're being recorded. We're recorded. You want to be Rubel? You want to be freaking Hitler's freaking SS? You want to be the fascist machine that you are? You go for it, because we're recording in history. And when you get older, well, not even get older, right now, I want you to go home. Sit your grandchildren on your knee. You know, let's fast forward maybe next month, maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years, 30. Hey, Grandpa, Grandma, you know, my teacher said, my third grade teacher was telling us that there was this group called the Nuclear Regulatory Committee that was supposed to watch out for us and supposed to protect us from these nuclear evil capitalist freaking unwielded greed monsters who just, they got free money under the Price-Anderson Act, and us as taxpayers had to just keep paying for it, Grandpa. And these people that were supposed to protect us, they didn't protect us. I don't care if you're in Congress or Senate, it's the same thing. You know, we could wait for the next election cycle. Bullshit! Don't you people have any integrity? You know, the NRC? Grandpa, so San Onofre was sitting on a cliff right here. Had 40 years of waste it was never built for. Sitting in swimming pools. And they just says, oh, we're just going to kick the can and pass it on us kids. Us little kids. They're just going to pack us on us little kids. And before we were even born, Grandpa, Grandma, they just pushed it on us. They had no answer, so they just kept storing it on site when none of them were built for the site. And then they just come up with this magic law. They backdoor Congress committed treason. 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 This is treason what the NRC did. It's treason. They just, this is the greatest human rights crimes against humanity in the history of mankind, what they did right before Labor Day. Don't you love how they sneak it right through? You know, it's outrageous. So, we had an accident, Grandpa, and the most spectacular, beautiful landscape in the world is gone for time and all eternity. And I want to tell you people in Southern California, you passivists, what is Fukushima? All you people that put your yellow ribbon on your car, I was at the Reagan hearing all summer last year. The United States sailors versus TEPCO, which it should be the United States sailors versus the Department of Energy, versus Cal Berkeley, John Holdren, the science and technology team inside the Obama administration, versus the Navy. And if you want to go with this bullshit that the Navy did not know, oh boy, do me and my Army have it backed up. We have the emails from the Admiral. We have them. We have them. I recommend to the NRC, I have the tapes from the NRC, Gregory Jack. It's 3 full court downs, get out, get it. And I got news for you in Southern California. San Onofre is not a Southern California issue. It is a global issue. Just like Fukushima is not a Japanese issue. The jet stream moves left to right. Fukushima's 12. It's not here. It's cesium 134. Oh no, no reason to be alarmed. Ha! It's such ignorant bullshit. Propaganda, black and yellow, journalistic whores. Hey, Grandpa, and those people that worked for those people, they were like Hitler's SS. They were like Rubel and his freaking propaganda machine. And the media refused to cover it. And how come they did that to us, Grandpa? How come none of those people had any integrity? How come those people didn't care about anybody but themselves? How come that Westinghouse and General Electric and AVAC and these people just bought them off? And they just took money. How come they didn't care, Grandpa? How come they didn't care? How come they had no logic and reason to think that they could store nuclear waste on how many? How many? Look up the number. Look up the number. I thought there was 104 nuclear reactors. Oh yeah, everybody give me shit for using the number 252. What does that prove? Malice. The number they come out with just proves the freaking malice and the crimes of the nuclear industry. Price Anderson, Price Anderson, Price. You think the bake out? It's outrageous. So Grandpa, they just stored it on site and just left it there and says, oh well, we'll let science catch up. In 1960s with my dad, I heard the exact identical word for word verbatim that I hear today. Oh, we're right on the verge. No, you're not. No, you're not right on the verge. You will never. This is an open letter to the NRC. You freaking... We're recording in history the greatest crimes committed against humanity in the history of humanity. And if you think I'm over the top on that, oh no. Fukushima is never going away. There are no answers. And it contaminates every piece of DNA. And any of you assholes, you Arnie Gundershields, you Chris Busbys, you Helen Caldecott, you freaking Wassermans, all you people that had the fucking field, you had shit. You did shit. Cordial conversations are the problem. Why, they're playing freaking fast pitch with you throwing at your head with Bob Gibson on the mound. With Bob Gibson on the mound. And you want to play softball with these monsters? These are crimes against humanity. Barbara Boxer requests with all the legal power under the Constitution. We want this, Halson. We go right up. Oh no, they refuse. Their employees are assholes. Their employees that pulled that need to be in jail. PG&E lies under oath to the NRC. Lies under oath to Congress. Lies underneath the whole area. Those are felonies. I'm in critical condition with a central line hanging out of my jugular vein at LDS. By the way, Google in Blue Castle. I'm the one that put the end to their fucking advertising campaign. I'm the one that did so much of this. Google Blue Castle Nuclear Generator. See what you get. Oh, Kevin Blanch overlooking Walt Stegner's freaking classroom with a central line hanging out of his jugular vein. Oh, we're showing up. And then we're going to ask the hard questions in an intense way. You have no legal right, none, under any Constitution, under any Patriot Act, under anything, none, to turn these into nuclear waste. Put it in, shoot the fucking shit into space. Yeah, I used to argue with Alice and say, put it at Yucca Mountain. She, okay. Ancient aquifer, no. And I like all you people, well, that's a bad idea. There are no, that's my point. Oh, that's a bad idea, that's a bad idea, that's a bad idea. Let's just kick the can short on and say, that's a bad, nuclear's a bad idea. When are you fuckers going to wake up this? So why are you making more? Why are you making more? They signed the non-proliferation contract in 1980. Why are you making more? They signed it. Well, signed it, violates, so, oh, instead of making fucking one bomb, this fucking, we'll get rid of 10 bombs this big and make fucking one more this big, this big. Megan Rice. It's outrageous, Blackwater Garden. She was in there for 6 hours. The most dangerous, but this fucking place is so corrupt. That's what the Million Masked Man March is about. That's post-ignorance. We just simply want the truth. We want the truth. To tell the truth is to die. Ask Michael Hastings. Ask Pat. I am Pat fucking Tillman. Ask Aaron Swartz. I was standing in Williamsburg the day that freaking that young man died. They killed him. Pat Tillman, they killed. Doesn't matter if he pushed the gas pedal. Doesn't matter if he freaking put the thing around his neck. 35 years. That weighted the world for what? For what? Telling the truth? You put freaking Jeremy Hammond in prison for nothing? Megan Rice, an 85-year-old fucking nun, in prison for trying to save your children? For trying to protect you from nuclear? It's the most evil thing in the history of mankind. They've had carte blanche since 1953 on Balco. It's outright in the NRC. Who the fuck do you people think you are? You're supposed to work for us. You're supposed to be somebody. You're supposed to mean something. You're supposed to have some integrity. I'm out of order, you're out of the whole fucking place is out of fucking order. You're fucking killers. You're fucking murderers. You're murderers. You murdered my father. You try to make a sequel out of me. This whole place is out of fucking order. It's fucking corruption. It's lack of integrity. It's lack of conscience. It's fucking treason. We're going to record in history. And you have underestimated this fucking camera. You have underestimated this fucking camera. And my post-ignorance army. Yeah, we may be few. But we are strong, we are passionate, we're intelligent, we are educated, and we know our subject matter. Yeah, put a tariff at the port. Sam, hell yes, it's that simple. Kick the can. The science fiction economics that's gone amok. When are you going to wake up and realize it's been a giant fucking failure? When are you going to realize nuclear is the biggest? It's not magic. It's never clean. It's never green. It's the most dirty, filthy. It's not economically. It's the fucking killing the world. Eugenics? Ask John Holdren at Cal Berkeley. Ask the 40,000 Marines. Ask the fucking men in Fallujah. Ask the people of the Garden of Eden. Oh, depleted uranium. Huh. You want to spray white phosphorus on your own fucking men. What does it matter with you sick, You work for me, us. I pay your taxes. I pay your fucking salary. You're supposed to be somebody. You're supposed to mean something. You mean shit. You're fucking liars. The nuclear rally cheerleaders. It's so fucking heartbreaking. You try to kill me? I got fucking leukemia 7 months after Fukushima. Given 2 months to live 3 years ago. Am I alive? Yeah, I don't know how. Fucking destroyed my fucking body, destroyed my fucking I mean, all of it. But the good fight, there's a byproduct that comes out of it. The truth, the honesty, the integrity. I see post-ignorance as a pure movement in the concept of art itself and the concept of art is culture, and the concept that people are culture, and the concept that inspiration influenced the great historical artists like Van Gogh on Malay, like Pollock, reference Kandinsky, like Monet to the sunlight, morning, dawn, winter, fall, spring. It is influenced by the involvements of the time. My look at culture, and there is today economic theory, popular culture, art, more reality, the lack thereof, the mind of seeing when others for some cognitive reason do not see. Everyone saw light from millenniums, everyone saw a simple line from millenniums, everyone saw eclectic color from millenniums. It is more per se than the artist. Monet saw the light, Malay saw the struggle, Van Gogh saw the line, Smithson saw the simplicity of the line and the shape against the landscape. Kandinsky saw the election of color and shape. Pollock saw the color of dynamics in motion, but much more than that, they saw it decades ahead of the truth. Their minds and saw fact and truth. Their minds were strong enough to act upon what they understood when others did not understand, not yet. They had strong backs and knew how to work. They were the purification of ambition, intelligence, education, smooth with work ethic. I visualize and have for more than 2 decades via my hawk and trowel, via my keyboard, via my paintbrush, via my cardboard $3 throwaway camera, via my flip camera, via my soapbox, YouTube, via my websites is this: periodic injustice to the entire world, wars without provocation, pain without a crime, love without an artistic spirits, ignorance with a club, a big club called nuclearism. As a counter, what I have termed neo-ignorance is post-ignorance. I see post-ignorance like this: as a movement in pure intellectual and a broad intellectual. Not I know our history, not I know how to draw like a camera, not I know how to interpret, not I know how to incorporate, but I know culture, I know environments in the more exposed manner. I know economics, I know geopolitics, I know metaphors good and bad. I know struggle and what it feels like to be stolen in wealth, artistically and benevolent. I wrote that before I got cancer. I would like to say this to the NRC. We're going to hold you accountable in fucking all the annals of history. We are going to record you in the annals of all history. In every hall, every schoolroom, every temple, every synagogue, every fucking building, it will ring hallowed for fucking thousands of years. Thousands of years. Who genocided the Pacific Ocean? Who genocided the Pacific Ocean? Who fucking killed our children? Who kicked the can and turned this fucking place into American toxic? American toxic. Who did this? You did this. You did these evil, unwielded monsters we had. You're supposed to mean something. You're supposed to be somebody. I'm out of order. You're out of fucking order. The whole place is out of fucking order. It is corruption. 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 Fucking, you can't store it on site. Just sign into law. Tell Barbara Boxer, fuck you. You're just a fucking congressional fucking, by the voter, by the fucking United States Constitution. Proudly managed sees that collateral fucking damage. What would you do? What would you do? Oh, we're going to make an example out of him. Executed murder of the most famous man in the world, fucking Pat Tillman. Fucking kill a 26-year-old brilliant young dynamic genius. Incarcerate Jeremy Hammond for not doing anything. Put an 85-year-old nut to tell the truth is to die. To be alive and stealing fucking corrupt fucking government official is to be an oligarch god. We just want the truth. That's all. And we want people to be held accountable for their fucking lies. It's a felony to lie to Congress under oath. It's a the NRC. Wow. Wow. So you tell your grandkids, oh, I'm sorry. I'm the one that did this. I'm the one that gave you children, freaking destroyed your future. Destroyed this beautiful ecosystem. Destroyed this fun, you know. Took the oath. Sanjay Gupta took the Hippocratic oath. I took the oath. And I betrayed you. I betrayed my own people. I betrayed my own family. I betrayed my own children. I betrayed my own grandchildren. I betrayed my own troops. Marines, Semper Fi, USS Reagan. I was the only one there. Last summer, the only one there. I mean, by myself. By myself. This year, yeah, there's a few of us. 5 activists, 4 attorneys. Only ones there. Yeah, we support the troops. No, you don't. And by the way, I can prove it. The fucking Navy knew. This is a long history they have of nuclearism. Right out of Cal Berkeley and MIT. Oh, where'd Allison come from? where they all come from. Eugenics U. Stay in tuning.